Have you ever wondered quite how medieval catapults worked? Today I'm at Dover Castle to see this amazing model. There were many different kinds. This one is a perrier, so let me talk you through it. In medieval siege warfare, the perrier was a powerful piece of artillery that fired large stones and other objects using people power. It is how it worked. It was all to do with the force produced by this long wooden beam that pivoted vertically around an axle fixed securely in this strong wooden frame. At one end of the beam was a sling at ground level attached by a strong rope, and sometimes a trench was dug in the ground to give the beam sling more space to create a longer rotation when fired, which gave it even more power. From the other end of the beam, which rested higher above the frame, hung multiple ropes. The larger the perrier, the more ropes, and people pulled down on the ropes together, causing the beam to rotate rapidly. And as it reached a vertical position, the stone was released forward at high speed. Now, stone balls caused huge damage to castle walls and buildings. Sometimes perriers fired other objects for psychological effects too, including piles of dung, dead and diseased animal parts, and even people's heads. Now, artillery played a huge part in siege warfare. When an attacking force wanted to capture a castle, sieges could involve men climbing over the walls or smashing through or tunnelling under walls, or all three, to confuse the defenders about the main danger. Sometimes soldiers tried to climb in using ladders and defenders tried to push them over. At other times, the attackers would build a great wheeled wooden tower which was as high as the castle wall, and the soldiers would use this to storm the battlements. Or attackers sometimes tunnelled under the castle to enter unseen, or they dug a cavity under the wall which was supported by timber props, and then by burning the props, the wall would collapse into the cavity, making a gap for the soldiers to surge through. So Dover is a brilliant place to come and learn about siege warfare, and recently the experience of the castle's northern defences have been transformed for visitors. Dover Castle under siege tells the story of two great sieges in 1216 and 1217, and you'll also see what life was like for a soldier in the early 1800s when fears of a French invasion reached a peak. For the first time, you can fully explore the spur tunnels, which were built after the sieges to better protect the castle, and experience a view of Dover Castle not previously open to visitors, and that's called the Spur View. So plenty of new and exciting history stories to explore at Dover Castle, even if you've been before. If you're looking for a historic day trip or a weekend getaway this summer, make sure to get Dover Castle on your list.